the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all tapping in, you know what I'm saying? This is an important blog for me. So I wanna, you know what I'm saying, 60 for Nipsey. I'm gonna explain that. A lot of y'all know that I was homeless at a certain point in my life, and after being homeless, I ended up in Los Angeles pursuing acting. Right, so I was doing all kind of background roles and stuff like that. I ended up, you know what I'm saying, running into a young lady who was from the '60s, and she introduced me to that whole gangbanging lifestyle and kind of, I didn't participate, but she kind of educated me and brought me around certain people and helped me understand, because I think as a square and as a person not involved, there's huge misconceptions about the gangbanging world. But I was able to see firsthand what was going on, show me around the community, and it was really eye opening. And I developed a lot of respect. At that time, I wasn't really Nipsey Hussle fan like that. But having been introduced to the culture and seeing what Nipsey was doing for the community, it was so inspiring. I grew up on Tupac's music, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what he was doing was like a representation of what I grew up being told that's what you're supposed to do as a black man. You get into position, financial success, and you help your people. And I felt like Nipsey was the embodiment of that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna get deep, y'all. Let me get into it because we're going to, this is going to be a long blog. So brace yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? After being around all of that and really immersing myself in the culture and understanding and developing a tremendous respect for gangbanging culture, not just that, but also what Nipsey was doing with the community specifically, I remember thinking to myself, yo, one day when I get into position, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn around and do something for an immediate community of my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I just felt like it was imperative to do so. And I was fortunate enough to get into contracting and be able to make the kind of money where I could contribute to battle rap and its growth for the last 4 years. And it's been 60 battles. And I told myself when I get to 60, I'm gonna stop. So if y'all seen the recent announcement of Easy versus Kid Slade, that's my 60th battle. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into all that in a second. It's super vitally important as far as this 60 for Nipsey thing goes. It's important for us as black men that when we get into positions of power, that we don't forget others. Then we find ways to help the community grow. Uh, for me, it was battle rap. This was the community that I was a part of, and it's a community that I've loved so much. And I've told y'all before, many, many times when I was down to my last dollar, sleeping on a park bench, not having much going on in my life, battle rap was a great escape from those harsh realities that I faced. And so to be able to be in a position to give back to battle rap means everything to me. And I thank God. I'm grateful that y'all trusted me with this. It was an important role. I got to work with every league. Everybody in the culture is aware of the We the Fans brand, and I've worked with so many people, artists, league owners, you name it. And just to have that privilege of having people's trust and having them work with me to create these opportunities for creatives, that means the world to me. Y'all don't understand. Like, everybody wants to act like they always had their stuff together, and I respect that, But me personally, I've always been the black sheep of the family. I was most of my life I was broke. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time was, yo, what's Frank doing with his life? Yo, what's going on with this guy? He's always borrowing money here, doing this and that, whatever, whatever. To make ends meet. And so to be able to do something like this, it's like a legacy thing for me, and introducing battle rap to my kids and watching them love it, and being able to say, yo, your father sponsored this battle. What y'all think? And then them getting involved and them getting up and battling each other and the family gathering to watch battles together. Like, that was everything. You know what I mean? Those moments are priceless. You can't put a price tag on something like that. So I want to thank battle rap. I want to thank the battle rap community for giving me the chance to be a sponsor to y'all, giving me a chance to do something that left me fulfilled and made me feel like I did something that I could be proud of. Legacy. So We the Fans is going to be remembered. However you remember it, I think that my contribution and my brand's contribution to battle rap is something that'll never go forgotten or unnoticed. So I appreciate everybody that made that happen. It's 60 battles, 60 for Nipsey. Today's Nipsey Hussle's birthday. It was so important to me to for this to the announcement to be today, and for everything to come to its conclusion this way. Uh, Being able to start something and finish something is incredible, and I'm so proud of the work that I've done with We the Fans, my brand, and I'm so proud of the people I've been able to work with. I'm so proud of all the battlers, the league owners, everyone that's ever helped me try to accomplish creating an opportunity. I'm grateful to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And something cool happened today. I was in the spaces with Sue Surf. That was a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about Midnight Madness a little later in this blog. But this was a dope experience, and y'all know I got so many personal things to tend to, my health, my family. It's just time to shift the focus to myself. But to be able to have had this opportunity and to be able to work with everybody, I just appreciate y'all, man. Whether you was bashing me in the media or supporting as a fan or watching the battles or tweeting me, and whatever interaction we had, whether good or bad, I just want you to know that it contributed to me being able to accomplish these incredible things. And big rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. When I was in LA and I was able to be introduced to that community and to see what he was doing for the community, it crushed me when he was killed. You know what I'm saying? It really crushed me. That was the first time I ever cried for a celebrity that died. And so I just want that family to know, and then for any fans of Nipsey Hussle to know, like, this is how he inspired me. He inspired me to give back to my community in this way. And so it's 60 battles for Nipsey, 60 for Nipsey. It got a nice ring to it. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. God bless him and his family. Thank you for the inspiration. I remember him putting out lists of books that people should read. I remember watching his interviews and going to read the interviews, the books that he put out in his interviews. So it's just, he was such an inspiration, and this is how he personally impacted me, and this is how I was able to do something dope for my community of creatives, who I always root for and support. So it's just such a special day, man. I hope y'all support that Easy versus Slade. It's a dope battle going down October 10th. It's my 60th and final battle that I've sponsored. I appreciate anyone who's ever watched the We the Fans battle, retweeted me, supported me, bash me, whatever you did to interact and grow the brand. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the haters do more more promo for you than your supporters. It's kind of crazy. But I'm deeply grateful for this opportunity to have been a battle rap sponsor. It was amazing. Thank you to everybody that worked with me, man. So I want to get into the top 10 We the Fans battles. So I'm gonna try to, you know, not babble and just get to the point. So y'all bear with me. And if y'all got, I'm gonna put up a full list of all the battles that I sponsored. If there's for y'all, if it's a different top 10 that y'all got, put it in the comments, man. I want to hear what y'all think is the top 10 We Defense battles. But I'm gonna tell y'all from my perspective. Um, and also, if you go to my Instagram, We the Fans Global, it's We the Fans Global across all platforms. If you go to We the Fans Global on Instagram, you can find a list of all the battles I sponsored. All the flyers are posted up there. So I'm going to start with 1 through 10, right? So number one battle that I think is the best We the Fan sponsor battle, not for reasons that I expected, but it's New Jersey Twerk versus Loaded Lux. I had done like a 3 battle deal with New Jersey Twerk. We had knocked that out, and then we ended up saying this opportunity came for me to sponsor Twerk versus Loaded Lux on the Twerk side. And of course, I said yes. And I was in the midst of a lot of health issues. You can follow my sponsors journey series that'll tell you every battle that I sponsored. I'm gonna list all the crazy experiences that that went behind that to make it happen. But when I got the call for Lux versus Twerk, man, I was so hyped. I still remember Beasley's voice, like, "Yo, I got something crazy," and salute to Beasley. You know what I'm saying? And when he said Twerk versus Lux, I just sat back in my seat, like, "Whoa, that's crazy. Like, that's generational." You know what I'm saying? And of course, I was rooting for Twerk to win. I was invested on the Twerk side, but to be real, like, culturally, I just hoped that it was a great battle, and it turned out to be a great Lux performance. Big salute to Loaded Lux. He part of the reason why we do what we do. Hit with him setting up lines. Then he set the blueprint for us to help creatives and create opportunities. So big salute to Loaded Lux for that. And he showed again why he's one of the greatest of all time. I had him beating Twerk 2-1. I stand by the fact that I got Twerk in a second, but it was a great battle. Battle happened in London. Big salute to the London, UK crowd. I love y'all to death. Y'all know that. But yeah, so number one battle to me is Twerk versus Loaded Lux. I think that's the biggest battle I'll ever be involved in. So that's number one. Number two, Easy the Block Captain versus Shotgun Suge. At the time that Easy agreed to do this, I was actually trying to convince him to battle Swamp. He ended up battling Swamp later on, but at the time I was trying to convince him to battle Swamp, and he said no. Suge is the battle. It's going to be a good battle. He was confident he was going to win the battle. So I went half with him on the Suge battle. And I remember thinking in my head, okay, so Easy's going to cook Suge. Then we go on to the next battle. It did not go that way. I had Suge winning the battle very clear. I had Easy getting the second round. But I feel like a lot of people got Suge winning all three rounds, which is crazy. Because I stand by the fact that I think Easy got that second. But ended up being a high impact battle. I didn't expect it to do the numbers it did. I think it's like top five viewed Easy to Block Captain battle. So thank you to Easy for allowing me to be a part of that. You know, it's great, but great showing from Suge. I think Suge reminded the people why we consider him a legend. So salute to Suge, man. I was so happy for Suge. I didn't expect him to go crazy like that, but I was happy for him. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching Suge. I'm a fan of Suge. Jersey got some of my favorite battlers, to be honest. Twerk, Ars. Y'all know Ars is my favorite battler of all time, but neither here nor there. So number two is Easy to Block Captain versus Shotgun Suge. Big salute, you know what I mean? Next battle I want to talk to y'all about is New Jersey Twerk versus Big K. Big salute to Big K for winning Champion of the Year. I personally felt that Twerk should have won, but we got to salute, you know what I mean? Big K is a legend too. So big salute to him. And he put in work and the people voted for him. So it just is what it is. But when I got the call for Twerk versus Big K, I was on some petty shit. I'm gonna keep it real. I was a little bit petty. I was like, yeah, now we get to get him back. Let's do it, you know what I mean? But ultimately, it was great for the culture. Big salute to the boss who made that happen. She was the liaison between myself and Bags and Bodies, and I had a relationship with her, so she was able to coordinate and make the right phone calls to make it happen. So big salute to the boss for making that happen. She deserves all the credit for that one. But I was proud to sponsor on the Twerk side, and it ended up one of Twerk's best performances to date, you know, and I'm super proud of being involved in that. I think it's a great battle, man. If you haven't seen it, tap in. I think we got a prime Twerk. All three rounds, Twerk was wilding. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of that collaboration. Big salute to New Jersey Twerk for that, man. Next battle I want to talk to y'all about that's at number four. It hasn't happened yet, but I got it at number four because of the hype, because of the buildup, because of just, I think we all know what this battle is going to be. So I got it at my number four already before it's happened, which is kind of crazy to say, but it is what it is. Easy to Block Captain versus Kid Slade, man. It's going down to New York City, October 10th. You know what I'm saying? Pop out. I will be in the building. It's my last final battle that I sponsor, so make sure y'all tap in, support that. You know, I get to be a fan. It's crazy. All this time I've been sponsoring battles. I've been to two events. I've only been to one battle that I sponsored, which was Tay Rock versus Cuban. You know what I'm saying? I was in the building for that. A lot of things happened in my life, so I just was not able to go to the battles that I was sponsoring. But now, think my life is taking a turn for the better. My health is somewhat getting better, and so now I'm able to attend events now that I'm done sponsor, which is crazy. But I want to have that experience still. I love battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be dope to be in the building for Easy versus Slade. That'll be super dope. And salute to Screwface Gene, who is co-sponsoring this battle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times everybody's gonna tag up We the Fans because they know me in the culture, but we're actually going half on this battle. So Screwface Gene deserves have as much credit as I do. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Screwface Gene for making it happen. And I'm proud to be a co-sponsor on this battle as well. My number five battle, I think this isn't the most high profile battle, but I think it's one of the best quality wise. Number five for me is Danny Myers versus King. Now, I could be wrong, but I felt like it was one of the best battles that happened that year. I think 2025 is when it happened. I think it's one of the best battles of 2025. Like, you could argue it's in the top five. I think it's in the top five. You could argue it's top three, to be real, but I love that battle. I remember getting on the call with Danny. So Easy hit me and he was like, yo, we doing King versus Danny. I was like, okay, bet, it's lit, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? We had done Cortez versus King already. We had collaborated on that. And then we had collaborated on King in the tournament. I put money down for him in the finals. And I just knew King was special. You know what I'm saying? So when Easy called me about King versus Danny, I was like, okay. So I talked to Danny. I was responsible for Danny's purse. So I called Danny and I was like, yo, this dude King is crazy. He's nice. I need a once in a lifetime Danny performance. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gave him that speech, and Danny was like, watch this. Like he was so confident and he showed out, man. Danny did his numbers. Um, I sponsored Cortez versus King and Danny versus King. I personally got Cortez beating King, but I got King beating Danny. Let me know how y'all call it in the comments. But I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was so proud of Danny, man. That was such a great performance, and he just had another great performance. Salute to my brother Doc. He had a great performance on 30 for 30 against Gorilla Monsoon. But Danny is just when Danny's at his best, he's one of the best ever. I love Danny. I respect Danny. Danny is hip hop to me. He's keeping that hip hop essence alive, and he did just that in Danny versus King, man. Top five We the Fans battle. I think top five battle of 2025. Just incredible. You know what I'm saying? Number six for me is Rum Nitty versus Eunice. This one's so special to me for so many reasons. Number one, everybody kept telling me how Eunice wasn't ready and that I was pushing them too much. You know what I'm saying? And we had worked, collaborated on a couple battles, and Eunice is the reason I started sponsoring battles. When I heard him rapping in spaces, I was like, yo, I gotta support this kid. This kid is the future. So I was so confident that Eunice was ready to battle Rum Nitty, and it was so amazing to see him go toe to toe with Nitty. However you call the battle, I'm not mad. I personally had Eunice winning, but if you got Nitty winning, I'm not mad at that. But I felt like Eunice showed that he belonged, and I was so proud of that. And it was a battle that I sponsored in its entirety, so that's another reason I was proud of it. And lastly, you know what I'm saying? I had a tough decision to make at the time when I was presented with this opportunity. I could either go half on Av versus Twerk or fully cover Eunice versus Nitty, and I chose to go with covering Eunice versus Nitty because it was so important I think for Spaces community for them to see like the heights that you could really reach coming from the Twitter Spaces and what's higher than Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? So big salute to Nitty for accepting the battle because he could have said, nah, I'm cool. Nitty always giving opportunities, one of the greatest punches of all time. Big salute to Nitty, man. Appreciate you for giving Eunice a shot. This was a great battle. Number seven, no top tiers involved in number seven, Hansel versus Eunice. Free Geechee Gotti. This was Geechee Gotti. I got to collaborate with him on this, but he gave me the opportunity. He had approached me about Hansel versus Excel, and I, suggested that hey, maybe there's a different battle that we could put together here that'll make it a little bit more exciting. And then he said, "What about Hansel and Eunice?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, let's do that." Um, whole time I really wanted it to be Hansel and Eunice, so I was really happy when he suggested it and gave me the opportunity to. I sponsored the whole battle, and I also got put money on the floor because it was such a stacked card. I wanted to make sure that they got their just due and attention. Salute to Hansel for winning the money on the floor. I personally had Eunice winning that battle, but I'm happy for Hansel because I think Hansel, the golden child of the West, I think he's one of the GOATs. So it's great to see him elevate, and he took full advantage of this battle. And Eunice did amazing as well, but I'm very proud of that battle. Hansel versus Eunice, to me, is the closest new era classic that I have. I think in time people will view it as a classic, but that's the closest I've ever gotten to having a new era classic. Number eight is Tay Rock versus Cuban. It is the highest viewed battle on OSBL. I gotta salute Kels for giving me the opportunity to work with her on this. Salute Cuban for putting the play together. Cuban did his numbers in the building. Cuban did his numbers in the battle. Super proud. I appreciate Tay Rock for taking the battle. You know what I'm saying? Always putting on for Maryland. And to be able to work with Tay Rock when like literally 6 years before that, 6, 7 years before that, I was on a bench, homeless, watching Rock and Goods, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like just from a bench watching Rock do his battles and just being like, yo, one day, man, one day I'm gonna get to meet Rock. You know what I'm saying? And I met Tay Rock, and when I met him, I told him at the event, I was like, yo, I was on the bench, homeless, watching you battle, and now here I am sponsoring the battle. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he was such a dope individual. He showed love. Caution showed love. There was just such dope energy. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like I'm forever grateful to Rock for taking the battle. Grateful for how successful the battle was. It just meant so much to me. You know what I mean? It reminded me of the progress that I've made. That battle is just so special to me. There's no amount of money. You know what I'm saying? It's a priceless moment for me. Salute to Tay Rock and Cuban. Dice versus Chess is a one rounder on Gates of the Garden. I think this is battle number 9. Reason I got it at number 9, it has to be in the top 10 because it's such a great one rounder. It's probably one of the best one rounders on Gates of the Garden, and that's saying a lot because they got Twerk versus Easy on there. But yeah, thank you to Dre Dennis for the opportunity. Thank you to Chess for accepting the battle. Thank you to Dice for proving why he deserved the battle. I think he did a phenomenal job in the battle. Chess did his numbers as well. I love that battle. You know what I mean? I really love that battle. I'm super proud of that battle. You know, Dice is my brother, so seeing him shine was everything for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then rounding out the top 10 is Easy versus Av, which just happened. Doesn't have the high impact that I thought it was gonna have. You know what I'm saying? The numbers were kind of not all the way there, but it's a good battle. Pardon me. And more important than that, I think it's one of Easy's best showings to date. You know what I'm saying? I think Easy had a phenomenal showing. Even though I was sponsoring on the Av side, it's still dope to see Easy do his numbers and say what you want. I think it's a good battle. You know what I'm saying? I thought Av did well. I personally had Av in the second, and then I had Easy first and third. But a lot of people was talking about Easy all three. And when I seen the rewatch, I was like, okay, I see why some people may feel that way, but I don't. But I respect the perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that rounds out my top 10 battles for we the fans. And I appreciate the opportunity with all of these leagues that work with me to make these battles happen. I want to talk about battles I wish I booked and then battles that I still might, even though I'm done. So here's the battles I wish I booked. Originally, the last final battle I was going to book was Geechee Gotti versus Capo Bravado, right? That was supposed to be the final battle. Of course, Geechee had what happened to him. Free Geechee Gotti, an amazing gentleman, shows none but love. I got nothing but love for Geechee. Great, great individual. So I wish I could have made that happen. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hold on now. Get my blue cup. You know, it's all blue today. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey blue today. All right. So Geechee and Capo, wish I could have done that. Another battle I wish I could have done. It's crazy because it's a lot happening today. John versus A Ward. John, I'm a big supporter of John. I grew up watching John. You know what I'm saying? He's had his ups and downs with these issues with the league and everything. I can't judge no man. It's a difficult task creating opportunities. Things go wrong all the time. You got to develop the ability to communicate well, even when things aren't going well. You know, it is what it is. Like, it's not easy. Battle rap is not like this $1 million, $1 billion business where we're all just making crazy bread from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make no excuses for John, but I have tremendous respect for John. I just hope that he learns how to navigate the breakdowns better because it always gets tumultuous on the timeline. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people jump at the opportunity to bash him when he spent a lifetime creating a brand that creates opportunities for people. We're not gonna act like Bullpen didn't give us some of the best battles ever. You know what I'm saying? Bullpen's given us some of the best battles and battlers ever. So for that, John always got my respect. You know what I'm saying? And but he do got to figure out how to navigate these breakdowns because there's been so many and it's like they're piling on. So you just got to figure out how to navigate it. It's unfortunate, but I really did want to make John and A Ward happen. Like I work with A Ward. I sponsored AWAR versus Appa, AWAR versus Bonnie. So I wanted to do a third battle. And I always thought that him and John would just have a crazy battle. And as time progressed and as more things came out on both sides about each of them, I always thought, man, this would make for an incredible battle. So hopefully they get booked on Summer Madness or they're booked somewhere. I just love that battle. You know what I'm saying? Another battle I wanted to do was Goods versus New Jersey Twerk. Goods is like, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Like behind the scenes, I've texted with Goods here and there. We've had a couple exchanges. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He takes his little shots at me in the media and stuff like that. I think it's entertainment, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. After before they called me for Twerk and Lux, I thought they were gonna call me for Goods and Twerk because Twerk had put out some stuff, a real dope little freestyle cooking Goods, and Goods had had a couple blogs and all that. I was ready to go full throttle with the promo. I was ready to go crazy with the promo. I was gonna talk so much, you know what I mean, to Goods and all that. But be clear, I have tremendous respect for Goods. I think Goods is a legend. I support all his business endeavors. It's inspiring to see. When he put out the shoe, I copped the shoe. And I think I copped the cologne too. I can't remember, but I've always supported Goods. I think Goods is incredible. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was outside more. I'd love to see him in Swamp Battle. Um, but I thought that was the call I was gonna get. So I was revving up, like I was antagonizing goods in little spaces here and there, just talking, you know what I mean, trying to build up anticipation. And then when the battle got booked, I was gonna wild on goods, and goods was gonna wild on me. Like he told me I had a crazy, crazy, I had some, a blog that was gonna, you know what I mean, he was gonna do his numbers too. So I thought it was gonna be great promo leading up to even greater battle, but they called me for Twerk and Lux, which caught me off guard, but. I really do wish I got involved with Goods versus Twerk. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's such a great, great battle. Goods is such a legend, and like seeing him battle some of the different generations, that's what keeps battle rap going. You know what I'm saying? I got tremendous respect for Goods. We're gonna always talk shit. You know what I'm saying? That's regular. But as far as the battling goes, man, Goods is a legend, and can't nobody tell me otherwise. Goods is one of them. So big salute to Goods. Hopefully, I can get Goods on a feature or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm transitioning to music industry. But yeah, Goods versus Twerk, man, I would have loved that battle. Next one is Dre Majesty versus Young Ill. Now, what's funny is Dre and I are gonna collaborate, but it's not with Young Ill. I really wanted to see that. We made a bet. I said if you beat B Magic, I'll sponsor Dre Majesty versus Young Ill. He beat B Magic in my opinion. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what the breakdown was, but I just don't think they just couldn't make that happen. So Dre versus Young Ill couldn't happen. It's unfortunate. There's another Dre battle that we're gonna do that's really dope in my opinion. But man, to have Young Ill on a resume would have been so dope as a sponsor. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I'm gonna honor my promise and help put a Dre Majesty battle together because you can't. We made the bet, so the bet is the bet. But yeah, it'll just be something we work on secretly, collaboratively, and yeah. But it won't be nothing on the books. It won't be part of the 60 because this was just a bet. You know what I'm saying? Next battle is Vixen versus E Heart. Man, I have so much respect for Vixen. Vixen came on my platform, did a dope interview. I sponsored Vixen versus Av and Vixen versus Arsenal. Really, just Vixen is such a dope soul. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always clowning and joking and you know what I mean, talking crazy to her. But like, I have so much love and respect for her. I think she's a Mount Rushmore candidate. Talent wise, I think she's one of the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? Tremendous respect for Vixen. And I wish I could have done Vixen versus Ehart. It would have been dope to have that third collaboration. So I'm sorry, Vixen. Battle rap. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could have been involved in that battle. That would have been great to have on the resume. It needs to happen. It needs to happen this year. If we're keeping it a being, Vixen and Hart got to happen this year. Like, I don't know what the holdup is. We just seen E Hart have a tremendous performance at 30 for 30 against Big Ice. Big salute to Big Ice as well. Man, Vixen versus Hart is blockbuster, man. I don't understand why the culture don't put that together. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? If I wasn't quitting, I would be trying to do that battle immediately. Now I want to talk about battles that still might happen. So as I said to y'all, I'm gonna do a Dre Majesty battle, but it's not gonna be against Young Ill. It's not gonna be on the books either because this is just a bet between, you know what I'm saying, between mortal enemies. You thought I was gonna call you my friend Dre? Gwinnett is not Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Lame man, nigga. But yeah. So we still gonna work on something though. So look out for that. Hint, hint. Danger Zone. Mickey Fax and I made an agreement that when he came on my platform to do an interview, I would sponsor Danger Zone battle. So I just been looking for the opportunity. I had a couple ideas. Matter of fact, tell me what y'all want to see, who y'all want to see Danger Zone battle. Put it in the comments. I was thinking maybe Danger Zone and Ward, maybe Danger Zone and Drugs. There's a couple storylines out there. Danger Zone and Dunch. I thought that was kind of left field and creative. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got some ideas, but I want y'all to drop in the comments who do y'all think I should sponsor Danger Zone against? And this one's also off the books because it's an agreement. You know what I'm saying? The gentleman's agreement. So it's not really me putting a battle together. It's just me sponsoring one side of a battle because I agreed to. So y'all let me know who y'all want me to sponsor. Another one is Shoddy Horror. Y'all know I dropped the ball with sponsoring Shoddy Horror versus Gemini. I dropped the ball horribly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm such a Shoddy Horror fan. And Shoddy Harvard's Gemini is actually dropping on Monday on Premier Battles. Make sure y'all tap in and support that. You know what I'm saying? Again, big apologies to the UK scene for not being able to put that together. Salute to y'all for still putting it together despite my shortcomings. I definitely look forward to watching that battle with y'all. I want to watch it as a fan, so I didn't. I'm saying I want to just. I'm hyped. I'm very hyped. So make sure y'all watch that. Maybe we do a recap. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped to see If Gemini went in there and bombed on me, yeah, Frank White, janky promoter, you never got a battle done, bruv. That would be crazy. Or if Shotty was up to defending me. You know what I'm saying? You know, Frank White had a lot going on, and you still was shitting on him on social media. So, however that go, I want to support it. I still am a big fan of Shotty Horror, big fan of Gemini. I think those are two incredible talents, and the culture needs to make sure they support. And if URL goes back to the UK, make sure both of those dudes are on the card. Make sure Gemini and Shotty are on the card because those boys are champions. Big salute to Shotty Horror for winning the belt, obviously. Another one is Vixen. We talked about that one. So I'm gonna say T Top. I wish I'm such a huge Averb fan. I couldn't tell y'all for real what the real issue was, what the breakdown was. I don't know. I don't know. All I could tell y'all is that it didn't happen. It broke my heart. I was looking forward to it. I want Verb on my resume because I just think Verb is an incredible talent. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest ever. Music, raps, whatever. Verb to me is just one of the greatest lyricists ever. You know what I'm saying? When he dropped his album Bliss, I thought it was one of the best albums of 2018, like period. And that's up there with Victory Lap, championships with Meek Mill. Bliss was right there in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think Verb is just one of the greatest talents of all time. And I got him beating Lux and Murder Mook. Don't at me. But so since T Top didn't get that Verb battle, I want to try to figure something else for T Top. You know what I'm saying? But I want it to be dope. So I've been holding out, waiting for a card, waiting for an opportunity where I could put some money down for T Top to have a good situation. And T Top, salute to you for being so patient. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure something out. But again, that one to be off the books as well because it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is just a little makeup battle, so it can't really count towards the final count. The other one is Miss Hustle. Y'all know me and Miss Hustle had our back and forth last year or the year before, I can't remember. But you know, regardless of what happened, I never I hate that it went that way. I'm such a Miss Hustle fan. I have nothing but love and respect for Miss Hustle. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for whatever I contributed to put a negative light on Miss Hustle. I apologize for that because I have nothing but love and respect for her. I think she's one of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I wish that I could have, I don't know, like put a whole new card together and got Hustle and Trez on a different card, or put them on Queen of the Ring, or put them on URL, wherever. But if I ever get another call for a Miss Hustle battle, I will definitely, you know what I'm saying, get involved and then just get involved from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? And this will be off the books too, just a makeup battle that I just want to fix that, man. I want to fix that situation because I'm such a Miss Hustle fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Hustle. You know, I think she's one of the greatest ever. And I want to see her rap. I want to see her battle. I want to see her shine and flourish in the music industry. Like we need that. We need that. The more successful she is, the more successful the girls that are behind her can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we need that. So, if anybody calls me for a hustle battle, if it's the right situation, I'm definitely gonna get involved and fix that. It'll be off the books. But those are the 5 off the books battles that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna figure out. Those are also the other 5 that I wish I would have booked. You know what I'm saying? So now we go to the next category. I'm gonna call this category special thank you. Special thank you. Beasley. Beasley has been like a mentor to me. He's supportive, it's crazy because when we started out, I have to tell a story. When Anwar was trying to put me in touch with URL and sign me as a sponsor, right? And sign an agreement to work together on a sponsorship agreement. And Beasley heard about me and he was like, wait, this dude is putting money into the culture and he doesn't want nothing back. That sounds fishy. Like what? And Anwar was like, no, it's for real. So we had to draft up a document, like an agreement, you know what I mean, that outlined what I wanted. So that's when Anwar was like, and he was genius for this. Anwar was like, tell them you need some of your battles to drop on YouTube. So I put it in the contract, yo, half of my battles got to drop on YouTube. Tell them, da, 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 da. And like Anwar guided me through that whole situation. And salute to 40 Bars as well. She, helped me on the business side of putting the contract together. But well, ultimately what I'm saying is at first Beasley was so apprehensive about working with me, but you know what I mean? We ended up developing such a dope relationship. He was like a mentor to me. Like, man, I got so much love and respect for Beasley. He has guided me through so much. Even things that didn't involve the URL brand, he would tell me, okay, that's a dope battle. I would always hit him like, yo, I'm sponsoring this, and what you think about this? What you think about this? Yo, what's up against so-and-so an opportunity? Yo, Bees, can you drop this battle on YouTube for me? It'll really do numbers. I remember hounding him about dropping Foots versus Elijah Straight because I thought that was such a great battle. And I was like, yo, this is from I sponsored a whole league versus league, OSBL versus Gates of the Garden. This battle right here is gonna do numbers. Drop it on the URL YouTube, see what happened. He was like, all right, Frank. He dropped it and it did like 20,000 views. But I love him for giving me that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Um, Big salute to Beasley, man. I could call him about anything. I have called him about any and everything. And he's always answered, always been there to be supportive. It's just, I have nothing but love and tremendous respect for Bees. Thank you for everything you've done for me to grow my brand. Always, always there to give good advice and support and crack jokes. And big salute to Beasley, man. Definitely even talking about like handling this, like moving better as a businessman and everything. So salute to Bees. ARP, man, I tried everything in my power to bridge the gap of Bees and ARP, but some people just will not. That will not happen with. And but I love ARP as an individual. He's a legend. He's also contributed so much to the culture, and he's also made himself available to me and guided me and given me so much guidance and support. Um, he's a genius, man. He's brilliant. ARP is a very smart man, and it's like he's such a great resource. Like, and I look to him as like one of the Mount Rushmore heads of battle rap, culture wise. He's just such a stand up dude, and like, man, I can't. I wish I could go into detail, but ARP is like one of the dopest people I've ever spoken to, and I'm so grateful to have that relationship. And like, he's so supportive. He's funny as hell, very smart, just an incredible human being. So I appreciate him. When I started this channel, I didn't even know where to start. It's so funny to me when y'all be like, "Oh, Frank Whitey's battle rap dose." If y'all knew how technologically incompetent I am, like I had to reach out to ARP and ask him, "What are the things? Like, what do I do?" You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I put this together? And he showed me everything, and he made a list for me. You know what I'm saying? He made a list of every piece of equipment that I needed to get to start my journey of blogging. So it's just nothing but love and respect for ARP. I appreciate you so much. I will never ever speak on your name in a negative fashion. I appreciate you too much. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everything, for real. You really grew me as a brand. You showed me the right way to navigate this culture, and we've had such real talks, and I appreciate you always love and respect. ARP. Organic. We didn't even get to man, Gannick and I didn't even we worked together one time, John versus Frack, which was dope, and I'm forever grateful for that opportunity, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get to work together more. Like I did like 16 battles with URL. I did like, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could have done just as much on the organic side because I'm such a fan of KOTD. I have nothing but love and respect for everything they do over there. Well, I will say this though, Organic is a stand-up dude, man. That's a stand-up dude right there. And I remember this is a small story, but I was putting my channel content out. I was just starting, and he hit me and he was like, you got to brand your content. Like when you title it, you got to title it "We the Fans" so people know who they're watching and what. And he just that little jewel right there helped me develop my whole channel. You know what I'm saying? Now you go, it's "We the Fans" and then the topic of conversation. So thank you so much for that, Gannick. You took time out of your day to do that. I'm forever appreciative. And we worked together on John versus Frack. I love that battle. I wish it had done more numbers, but I love that battle. I'm so proud of that battle, and it only happens because you came up with that matchup and you reached out, and I appreciate you. And I still want my interview though. But anywho, Smack White, man, I never really got to work with Smack. I have Smack's number. I've never called it. Smack is like this godly figure to me. You know what I'm saying? Like let me not get carried away, but you get what I'm saying. Like Smack is the godfather of this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never abused that. Like, and he shouted me out. My first time sponsoring a whole event with URL was Initiation 3. And he hollered, he shouted me out. He was bigging up my brand and really put me on the map. You know what I'm saying? Told him I was part of the family. Like that means something to me. You know what I'm saying? And we got on the phone, I think, one time. Salute the doc who facilitated that phone call. And he just showed love. He just showed love. You know what I'm saying? And Smack didn't have to do that. Who am I? I'm just some random dude. You know what I'm saying? But he showed love, and man, I support Smack forever. Smack the reason we all doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like Smack really put on for a whole culture, put the culture on his back and did what he did. Like that's the Godfather. I'm gonna always salute Smack. You know what I'm saying? Like Smack should have the red carpet rolled out for him wherever he go, forever. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Smack, man. What you done for the culture is unquestionable. Big salute to you. And thank you for the love that you shown me and my brand. You know what I'm saying? At the start of battles, being like, yo, I want to shout out the sponsor, we the fan. You making me official when you do that. So thank you. Um, Jay Black, yo, Jay, like, if you look at my tweets, you would think me and Jay Black hate each other, bro. You would think me like it's nothing but trolling back and forth. And you know the thing that breaks my heart was when this battle rap dose thing happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not battle rap dose. I got a whole blog addressing that. But when it happened, it kind of shifted our relationship a little bit because it was like I know for him he was thinking, oh man, somebody else that I've built a relationship with who's now a whole different person from how they're presenting themselves. But I'm not battle rap dose, and I would never, on a serious note, ever violate Jay Black. We could troll all day, but my love and respect for Jay Black is unconditional. Black is even part of the reason my channel is successful. I call Black not just my channel, but my brand. I call Black about everything. Yo, Black, I'm about to sponsor this battle. What do you think? Yo, nah, that's ass. Do this. Yo, Black, I'm about to do a blog about this. All right, send it to me. I'll let you know if it's fire. Like, Black is such a helpful. When I was doing my spaces, he pulled up and hosted a Twitter Space event. Like, he's so supportive and such a genuine soul. Like, trolling is one thing, but I could never fix my face to say anything negative about Jay Black. I got too much love and respect for Jay Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, Black has supported me. He put me on champion. I remember I was doing all them Twitter space battles before I started hosting live battles, and people were wondering if I was a real person. So I pulled up the champion. Black let me pull up the champion and talk my, you know what I mean? Talk my talk. Like, I'm one of those people. If you hold the door for me in 2014, I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna treat you as such forever. You know what I mean? That's just me. I come from poverty. I'm getting money now, but I started with nothing, and I'll never forget that experience. So I appreciate everything. So big salute to Jay Black for the support, the love. I remember I had my blood pressure. I have high blood pressure, and one time I was in a hospital, and I FaceTime Black hit me, showing love, cracking jokes just to keep me in good spirits while I'm in the hospital. Like, that's invaluable. That's beyond battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So my love and respect for Jay Black is always there. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for everything. You're such a genuine soul, so supportive. Now, when I get back on the phone with you, or if we're on Twitter, I'm gonna get back to trolling you. But this is just me taking the time to genuinely tell you I love and appreciate you, brother. You're a unique soul on this planet. You're so selfless, so giving, so supportive. You deserve the world. You know what I'm saying? You're also a gambling addict. But let's get to the next. Jay Smo. Jay Smo is another, you know what I'm saying, supportive person. I've gone to Schmo plenty of times. He's very knowledgeable about battle rap. He's pulled up to my channel countless times. This is somebody who I could hit up at like 8 o'clock at night. Yo, Schmo, I gotta do this blog, but I want you to pull up to the channel. Can you be there? He's like, all right, give me an hour. And he'll pull it like he's doing his own thing in life, and he'll stop what he's doing to come pull up to the channel, talk battle rap with me. I'll tweet him about matchups. You know what I'm saying? Smo was one of the ones that said go with Suge. You know what I'm saying? Like, Smo has contributed to my brand. You could damn near say he's the we and we the fans because I go to him for so much. You know what I'm saying? Um, Thank you, Smo. Thank you. I watch your blogs and you let me copy your format on some of your blog. Like, yo, Schmo is the go. You know what I'm saying? Like, very knowledgeable, very supportive, very funny, very smart individual. Thank you, Smo. Thank you for everything. Real talk. Um, Chris Tex and Duchess, man, I love y'all like cook food. That's battle rap royalty. When I said that, it's because I view y'all that way. I hold y'all up high on that standard, that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are battle rap royalty for real. Good-hearted humans were so supportive. When I sponsored Gates of the Garden versus OSBL, they drove from New York to DC to support. I didn't even go to the damn event. They showed up to support me. That's love. That's love, man. So I'm gonna always love and respect y'all. I'm gonna always speak of y'all highly. You know what I'm saying? Even though Duchess was my friend first, you know what I'm saying? But it got reversed and me and Chris ended up closer. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny. But I love them. I love them both. You know what I'm saying? My girl, she knows I love them. My girl loves them too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wish y'all nothing but endless happiness. You know what I mean? We support y'all. We rooting for y'all to have the greatest marriage of all time. You know what I'm saying? Number love for Chris Tex and Duchess, man. I love y'all to death. Um, Anwar, man, Anwar is such a smart, good-hearted person. You know what I'm saying? Anwar is the reason for me getting in touch with Jay Black. He's the reason for me having a contractual agreement with URL. He's really supported. You know what I'm saying? Even him allowing me to work with Twerk to do a 3 battle deal, first 5-figure battle deal that We the Fans ever put together. You know what I'm saying? Multiple battle deal. I'd never done that before, but that also elevated my brand, and it's thanks to Anwar making that happen. You know what I'm saying? So my love and respect for Anwar is endless. Thank you for helping me. You know what I'm saying? Kels, man, we started off in such a crazy place because I dropped the ball, but like we ended up doing great things together. League versus League card, Rock versus Cuban, a bunch of individual battles. Like, man, Kels, thank you for every opportunity, for the guidance, for the time you take, the strong woman that you are, the incredible business person that you are. I could call Kels about anything at any time, and Kels going, "Yo, nah, that's not right, dude." Like, and Kels is no cut cards. I'd be like, "Yo, what's up with this?" She's like, "That's ass. Do this instead." Like, Kels is 100% unfiltered. She's who she is. I have nothing but respect for the boss lady. I gotta save them my phone to Suge Knight, just so y'all know what Kels is official. You feel what I'm saying? But she has a good heart, and she's creating opportunities for creatives, and she's brought a region together that I know a lot of men could never do. And she's brought a lot of people together from different parts of that region that don't always get along. You know what I'm saying? So big salute to Kels. Kels, thank you for everything, the guidance and everything. You know what I'm saying? Invaluable lessons that you taught me to grow as a sponsor. Thank you. Bum introduced me to Spaces Battle Rap. I'm always shout out Bum. Battle Rap Bum is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? There's no me without Battle Rap Bum. He introduced me to this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Before Bum, I was just a battle rap fan. I wasn't even involved behind the scenes in anything. And then Bum was like, "Yo, come see what's going on in Twitter Spaces. Come rock with these guys." Thank you, Bum. Real shit. Real shit. Thank you, Bum. You're the GOAT. And you don't even like go for the, yeah, like I'm so vocal about everything I do. I'm always taking credit and showing what I'm doing. Bum does so much behind the scenes, y'all will never even know. Y'all will never even know how much Bum has helped the culture from behind the scenes. He don't ask for no credit. So Bum is the GOAT in my eyes forever. You will never hear me say a bad word about Bum. You know what I'm saying? My brother Doc. Yo, me and Doc have the wildest relationship. We are always at odds about something, but we like real brothers. Like that's how brothers do. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever have a sibling that you just always bickering with, but y'all support each other? That's me and Doc. Me and Doc will go to war about all kinds of stupidity, but at the end of the day, it's nothing but love and respect. And seeing what he's accomplished and how he's grown from Spaces and how he shifted the culture, and y'all don't give him enough credit for that. Yo, Doc really shifted the culture. He changed the game. Real talk. Doc had smack in Ohio. A lot of y'all can't even go back to where y'all from. A lot of y'all can't even walk. Nobody even knows who y'all are, where y'all from. This man took smack back home and brought out the whole region, and then put on a whole new wave of talent. Not to mention bringing the most refreshing talent first. Eunice there, and then turn around and saying, "Y'all, I'm bringing a whole new class, and we're gonna do smack track, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying?" Doc changed the game. And he's continuing to change the game in so many ways. He just teamed up with Sue Surf to do Midnight Madness, Team Doc versus Team Surf. Yo, how can you not respect that? If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Doc got my love and respect forever. You know what I'm saying? We could go back and forth forever as well. It don't matter. When it's time to support, when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, you put the play together, I'll put the pay together, and let's go. I'm gonna always be there for Doc. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Doc. Super proud of you and everything you accomplished. Sky's the limit. Change the game, bro. You got a good heart. You a selfless individual. You stay putting people on. Change the game. Tati, that's my sister. Right or wrong, I'm riding with Tati. Right or wrong. So don't waste your time hitting me up asking me about Tati. Right or wrong, I'm riding with Tati. It don't matter. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your breath. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister for real. She could get mad at me, she could hate me, she could be upset. It don't matter. That's my sister. Like we could be at odds, we could be in a great space. It don't matter to the world. That's my sister. So it don't matter where we're at or the ups and downs. I love her. I respect her. I support her. I'm super proud of everything she done. And she's another person who don't ask for no credit or don't be vocal about every contribution she's made. But best believe behind the scenes, Tati has changed the game. She don't even want me to say that, but I'm gonna say it and let her get mad at me. But she's changed the game, and I'm super proud of her. She's a trendsetter. She's an innovator. She's selfless. She's put on for so many people. I wouldn't even know who half the talents were if it wasn't for her. And her loyalty is unwavering, and her love and support is incredible. That's somebody who, if she's in your corner, man, it's nothing you can't accomplish. So big salute to Tati. I love you forever, sis. You know that. You know that. Forgive me for any time I let you down, and love me for the times that I handled this friendship correctly. But I love you forever, sis. You know what I'm saying? Dice. Dice is my brother. Like I got so much love for Dice in real life. Like Dice is a person who countless nights on the phone, countless trials and tribulations. Every step of me building this We the Fans brand has been with Dice. Like Dice was there when I came up with the name We the Fans. You know what I'm saying? Like Dice has been so supportive in my personal life. I can't even tell you, like, we've been through some real things. That's my brother. That's my brother. Y'all see me antagonize him online and talking crazy. Most of the time, when I'm talking crazy to somebody, I probably got mad love for them. You know what I'm saying? Because behind closed doors, Dice has been one of the realest dudes ever. And I'm always love him. I love him. Like, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. And the same goes for Capo, man. Capo is a crazy individual, man. But you know, the Capo that y'all know online and the Capo in real life is two totally different Capos. And to know him is to love him and to love both sides. You know what I mean? To accept both sides of that. Capo's held me down through some real things. We've we built our relationship from meeting in person. You know what I'm saying? Much as I've supported his brand, he supported my business, and we've gone back and forth. Like Capo is my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog for real. You know what I'm saying? You think I hate him if you go look at our tweets exchanges. We're always talking crazy on the timeline, but that's my dog in real life. I probably don't go a day without talking to Dyson Capo. Like, not a day goes by that I don't talk to those guys. You know what I'm saying? So big salute to my brothers, Dyson Capo. Um, Ace is another one, man. Ace has been there for me through real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ace saved my life. Like, I had a situation where somebody did something to my daughter, and I was ready to throw my life away to handle that situation. And Ace not only calmed me down, but he walked me through how to take legal action to keep my daughter safe. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I'm gonna forever have love and respect for Ace. And he's given me so much countless advice. He's helped guide me like being a better father, being a better man. Like Ace got my back 1,000%, and I got Ace back 1,000%. Like Ace is one of the realest people I've ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? Um, Big salute to Ace, man. The love and respect I got for you is just through the roof, man. If they said we had to pick one human being to represent us when the aliens attack, I'm sending Ace. Yo, Ace, Ace gonna rep for us. Like Ace is the realest nigga on the planet, bro. Big salute to Ace. Lex, Lex, salute to everything you're doing at iBattle, man. You were one of the first people to take dudes from the spaces and put them in position, like in real life battles. And you do so much for the culture. Like you really out here. Like when I go through mental breakdowns, I'm on the phone with Lex. Lex walking me through keeping my mental stability through dealing with this culture. Lex has done that for so many other people. I know that for a fact. Lex is the person you can call at 3 a.m, like, yo, life is overwhelming me. I can't go on. And Lex will get on the phone with you. He'll crack jokes with you while he's playing Fortnite or something, and he'll get you through that moment so that you can be ready for the next day. Lexa hit me up for no reason. That's when you know the love is real. Lexa hit me up like, yo, I'm just checking on you. I ain't seen you on the timeline, and I'm just checking on you. You good? You know what I'm saying? And that mean more to me than anything. Like that checkup is everything. You know what I'm saying? Because as men, we have to be strong all the time. So just having somebody that could check on you just because, Lex got my love and support forever. Lola Dope was the first person that I met that 2019 to like 2022. No, 2019 to to 2021, 2022. I was, let's say 2021. So for those 2 years that I was on Twitter, I didn't even know Battle Rap Twitter existed. Lola Dope was the first person I met that introduced me to Battle Rap Twitter and was showing me, oh, there's mad people out here that love Battle Rap. And you know what I mean? So, and she been A1 since day one. She even came on a platform and did an interview with me, even though she's kind of been away from the culture for a while. I love Lola Dope forever. Lola Dope, you big loaded general, fit by wit. You know the count, man. One of the realest women on the planet. I die about Lola Dope, man. That's my dog, for real, for real. You feel me? That's a solid woman right there. That's a real woman right there. That's yo, don't play. That's a goddess right there. You know what I'm saying? Like she really one of them, and I got nothing but love for her, and I appreciate her support and being so solid. Never turned her back on me, even when I was going through all kind of ridiculousness, tweeting all kind of ridiculousness. Lola Dope always held it down. So big salute to Lola Dope. Lang, very knowledgeable about battle rap. Always pulls up to the platform. My man's just had a son. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be like, yo, I'm gonna put the baby to sleep, and I'm gonna pull up to the channel and support. Like that's invaluable. You know what I'm saying? A wealth of knowledge, always supportive. He loves the culture, and you need people like that. You know what I'm saying? People that just genuinely love the culture. You're not here for no extras, nothing. He just loved the culture, and I appreciate you for the support and the realness. You know what I'm saying? Um, Cheo. Cheo is another one. Pulls up to my channel all the time. We go back and forth and all that, but that's a real nigga right there. Cheo, a real nigga. And I hope he builds his own platform and blows up. And he's got great battle rap takes. He's smart. He's funny. He's supportive. A great analyst, even though I'm gonna act like he's not. He's a great analyst. And he's always supported everything I'm doing. Even through the jokes and the trolling, I know it's love. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind going back and forth with Cheo because I know it's love. You know what I'm saying? And Fetty, man. Fetty, you know the count, man. Rich Fetty, I'm so proud of you and everything you're doing out here. I hope you keep going. I hope you. I've always wanted, like, if they gave me my own league, I'd want you to host. If they, yo, anything I'm involved in, I want Fetty involved in because Fetty is an incredible human being. You know what I'm saying? Personality larger than life. It's great to see you back battling, but bro, you know I don't got to get into it. Real life, you got my love and support for real. You know what I'm saying? Countless conversations, game, real talk. Fetty, you one of them, bro. So I just want to see you shine, bro. I want to see you shine. I want to see you become the superstar that you already are. So big salute to Rich Fetty. Trubs, do the works behind the scenes of UK battle rap. He's put together some of your favorite matchups, man. I've had some really dope talks with Trubs, and you know, certain types of people in battle rap should stay in touch. People who are like good souls, good people, selfless people that want to see other people win. Trubs is one of those people, and my love and respect for Trubs is endless. I know that I do have plans to contribute to the UK scene somehow, and I'm gonna do it through Trubs because Trubs is the GOAT. Even when I was going through everything I was going through and dropping the ball with launching We the Fans UK, Trubs really like gave me game. He checks up on me just to see how I'm doing. Like Trubs is such a good dude, and I appreciate him to the fullest. And people like that deserve all the recognition in the world just for being super solid. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Trubs. Eunice, man, I'm gonna scream it every time. I don't got to do nothing else for Eunice because it's like he's already superstar. He's at the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? My son been on Gnome, Summer Madness, you name it. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing left for me to do to support the Eunice brand. But Eunice is the whole reason I started. Eunice, the whole reason I did anything I did. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing starts with Eunice. I heard Eunice rap in his space, and I was like, yo, I gotta invest my money into this. So Eunice, you the GOAT. You African, my mother's African. It means the world to me to support another African. You know what I'm saying? So Eunice, big salute to you, bro. Sky's the limit. It's nothing like seeing young niggas shine and blow up, and you did that. You, for your generation, they said you the leader of the new school, man. Yo, the crown is heavy. Do what you're supposed to do. Do right by your generation. Show them how it's done. Keep being the great soul that you are, bro. 40 bars. Me and 40, like, we're such strong personalities, but I would not be the sponsor I am. I wouldn't even be the man I am, the family man I am, the individual I am without the support of 40 bars. 40 bars has grown me in all those ways. She's like the sister I never had. You know what I'm saying? Um, really an amazing human being, uh, big support system that she has. She's been such a support system for me. She's guided me business wise. She's guided me in being a better father. She's guided me in being a better partner to my woman. She's guided me in being just a better version of myself. The love and support that I have for 40 is endless. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye because we both got big personalities and we're stubborn, but I will always love you, 40. You really one of the dopest people I've ever met. Incredibly smart, incredibly talented, incredibly supportive. I don't even hold it against you that you a Capricorn. You really gonna always be my nigga. Whether we on good terms or not, you gonna always be my nigga. Salute to you and all your success. I wish you endless success. God bless you always. And thank you for everything you've done to support me. Real shit. Math Hoffa. I've had some real conversations with Math. Math is like he's a Brooklyn legend. Um, I ain't even gonna get into everything, but I just want y'all to know that Math is one of the most solid people on this planet, and I root for him to win because when he wins, all the other young niggas from Brooklyn see that and they know that they can win too. Math, you represent. You're a voice for the voiceless. You represent something so real and so thorough. You solidified your spot with Gorillas. Dude, never, never let this industry or anything change who you are. You're one of the greatest niggas on the planet Earth, my nigga. DNA, love and support to you, bro. You always call, you know what I mean? We always have these convos and you always give me game and support and you're a good dude. You're a living legend and you're a good dude. And it's great to see that some of our legends are still down to earth. I gotta support and respect that. Pop Wansel, hey, too many real talks. Too many real talks. You one of the realest people alive as well. Pop Wenzel, thank you for your support, the time you spend checking on me, the love and protection that you put over myself and my family. Man, Pop, you're one of the greatest people ever. We don't talk as often, but nigga, I don't forget nothing. And I appreciate everything you've done for me to grow my brand and to grow me as an individual and the opportunities that I know we're gonna be able to work on together as I make my journey into the music industry. I'm gonna come find you and you're gonna be my mentor. But thank you for everything, real talk. Last but not least, free Geechee Gotti, man. Geechee, you're the GOAT, man. You know, Geechee, I met Geechee in Compton at Monopoly, Geechee versus A Ward 2. Yo, bro, like when you in the building with him and you see all the people he grew up with and his whole community championing him, co-signing what he's saying in his raps, to find out that he got the key to the city, to find out what he does for his community. It takes me back to what I was saying about Nipsey. Like, this is our Nipsey. Geechee is our Nipsey. Geechee is the man making changes and building a community and doing so much good for his community, putting people on, putting a podcast together, clothing, showing people how to enterprise. Like, I could never say a negative thing about Geechee. And he would check up on me. Man, we would, Geechee is one of the realest in the world. Super authentic. He is exactly how he says he is and more. You know what I'm saying? Forget about everything else you see in the news. Forget about all that other stuff. Who he is as a man cannot be questioned. And I hate seeing people attempt to. That man has done so much for his community. He's a great father. He's a great entrepreneur. Like, that's an incredible individual. Geechee, I salute you to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And we pray that you're free. We pray that everything goes well for you. We pray for a positive outcome, that you come home and get to spend time with your family. You know what I'm saying? We never judge you for your mistakes. We love you for being great. God bless you. You a living legend. Hold your head, Geechee Gotti. You the GOAT. Know that. Money on the floor. Yeah, I'm kind of dragging it with this blog. It's kind of money on the floor. All right, so I put a friendly 5 Thou Wow for Dice versus Rum Nitty. I got another friendly 5 Thou Wow for whoever Capo ends up battling, because Dice and Capo are my brothers, and I work with them the most in terms of putting battles together, and I just want to show them my appreciation, and then I want to see them smack around one of these legends. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the future. Eunice, Dice, Wusa, Capo, these are the future of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And they all in one class too. That's kind of crazy. I got to salute Appa, got to salute Gorilla Monsoon, got to salute Top Floor Loot, got to salute Ghost, got to salute all the other guys too. But what I'm saying to you is, from the class that I came in with, Eunice, Capo, Dice, them boys is the future. Them boys is the truth. And when I go to Midnight Madness, I'm gonna have a friendly 5 Thou Wow for Dice versus Nitty, and I'm gonna have a friendly 5 Thou Wow for whoever Capo battles. Them is my guys. Them is my guys, and they are the future of this thing. I know a lot of people, it's Rum Nitty. I hear all that. Rum Nitty's the GOAT. We already said that, but Dice gonna do what he's supposed to do, and whoever Capo lock in with, he gonna do what he's supposed to do. Y'all go look at Capo's year, huh? Y'all go look at his year. See what he been doing out here. Say less. Say no more. So Midnight Madness, I'm gonna be in the building. Appreciate Surf, appreciate Tati, appreciate Doc, appreciate all y'all creating opportunities for the future. I will be in the building. You know, it's gonna be some other battles I'm sure I'm gonna put some money on the floor for, but now that I'm no longer a sponsor, it'll be so fun to just be able to attend these events and be a fan. I've been to one event as a sponsor, one as a fan. Now I get to just be a fan, 60 for Nipsey. 60 battles is done. I could just be a fan now. You know what I'm saying? The next step for people wondering what's next for We the Fans. I want to write a book about my experience as a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? I think there's lessons that I took from this that I could impart on the future entrepreneurs. So many life lessons, so many dope moments. So I'm definitely gonna put together a book, put that out there. I want to work with Pendulum Ink. I think the next thing I want to do is go to Pendulum Ink. I think there's before I get into the music industry, I think some educating can happen at Pendulum Ink that I need. And I want to sponsor there. You know what I'm saying? I'll sponsor some speakers. So pardon me. It's something I was supposed to do, but I got so immersed in battle rap. I had to finish that phase to get to the next phase. So the next phase is the music industry. But before I get into the music industry, I'm going to go to Pendulum Inc., take some classes and sponsor some speakers and really get the education I need. I know Mickey Fax is an incredible resource and there's so much I can learn from him. And I want to develop that relationship and I want to, you know what I mean, really support what he's got going to Pendulum Inc. So that's probably going to be the next step, the book and Pendulum Inc. Um, I had a talk with DNA, and my whole objective has always been to get battlers paid, right? Get them paid for their battles. But what happens when they're not battling? How else can we get them paid? And I told DNA, I was like, yo, how do we get battlers into the music industry? He's like, why do that when you could just start your own industry? And he said it so casually, and I was like, "Damn, okay, you're right." So I think I'm gonna try to have a We the Fans music department and get these battlers paid. Maybe do compilation We the Fans albums. Y'all let me know if that's something y'all wanna. You know what I mean, like imagine I put out a We the Fans featuring Goods, and it's a song, and We the Fans featuring Av or featuring Capo Bravado or Rum Nitty or Twerk, and just do these songs. And this is a cool way for battlers to get paid when they're not battling. Do a song, you know, pay them for a feature, put it on a compilation. And just put out We the Fans music compilations. You know what I'm saying? On my DJ Khaled shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be a dope opportunity and a dope way to stay connected to the battle rap community and a dope way to give creatives other avenues to get paid. So let me know if y'all rock with that. Y'all think that's a dope idea? Let me know in the comments. If y'all would support We the Fans compilations, and then I'll start paying for some features and get some songs out there. Maybe give y'all some visuals. There's not enough music videos in battle rap. We need more music videos. You know what I mean? Like I got to do fire music videos. We just, you know what I mean? Just trying to create opportunities for people to eat. You know what I mean? I also want to get into the film industry. Easy is shooting something really dope. Definitely happy to be working, like to be supporting that. And any other film opportunities, if you're in the film industry and you're trying to get in touch with me, We the Fans Global on all platforms. I definitely want to get into the film industry. I want to get into the streaming industry as well. Big salute to Screwface Gene for co-sponsoring Easy versus Slade. I think that's a good step. Hopefully he's in the building. I get to meet him and we could chop it up about ways that we could work together streaming wise. There's tons of battlers out here. I think they will be great streamers. They got big personalities. They're funny. They're ambitious. They got other things going on aside from battle rap, and streaming would just be another way to put money in the pockets of these creatives that are out here. They don't always got to be battling. There's other ways for dudes to make money, and I'd love to create those avenues. It's always about helping implement infrastructure that helps people get paid. That's what I'm all about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So last but not least, the sponsor's journey. I'm gonna finish telling the story of these 60 battles. Y'all tap in. I have a whole playlist on my channel, the sponsor's journey. Y'all go and see what I got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's some dope stories there, and I'm gonna try to put them into an audiobook for y'all. And the story of how I gave away $222,000. Here we are, 60 battles, $222,000 later. I appreciate all who supported We the Fans. Hopefully y'all go on this journey with me, going into the music world, the streaming world, the film world. I hope we take this We the Fans things to new heights. I'm gonna be looking forward to doing in-person interviews. There's so many plans. I got books, you name it, films, so many things I want to do with this brand. But I think I've done enough battle rap wise. I think I've given y'all enough battles. It's time for other people to make their mark in battle rap. I appreciate y'all supporting me. I appreciate y'all tuning into this channel. Yo, in this December last year, I had 26 subscribers. Now I got 1,600, all organic. It's not much to most, but for me, it means the world. You know what I'm saying? 1,600 subscribers is a lot to me. If I put 1,600 people in a room and they listening to me talk or listen to me interview people, that'd be huge. You know what I'm saying? That'd be incredible. So I appreciate every single subscriber. I appreciate the support. I even appreciate the haters, man. Being a public figure comes with a lot of hate, and I'm slowly getting acclimated to it. It's not ever something that you get used to, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this journey. These first 4 years was paying my dues and supporting the battle rap culture. Now I hope y'all support me as I try to create more avenues for battle rappers and other creatives alike to make money and pursue their dreams. I appreciate y'all. I thank God for putting me in this position. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to help people. As you are blessed, so should you bless others. So I'm super appreciative, man. I come from poverty. I come from nothing. So to have accomplished something is everything to me. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all feel that message. I'm sorry this block was so long, but rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. You really inspired me to do something, and I did it. And I'm so proud that I could say I started something and finished something. Because being the family fuck up that I was growing up is great to be able to look back and say, hey, I did something. I got some legacy too. So I appreciate y'all. I look forward to seeing where this goes from here. Y'all let me know if any ideas y'all got, and maybe y'all want me to film some ciphers for y'all or whatever ideas y'all got, man. Put them in the comments, DM me. Y'all know I'm accessible. I'm just a regular fan, man. So appreciate y'all rocking with me. This is Frank White. We the fans is for the culture. Hopefully y'all know that. Hopefully I showed y'all that. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all rocking with me. God bless everybody. Happy birthday to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. Free Geechee Gotti. Free Bill Collector. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all.